I don't know if it was my internet or Twitch, but it kept airing out. So, but day one, night one of Madden Ultimate 17, I've already got my team up to a 67 overall. And I'm playing these solos that they got. This one here, I'm down by 2 late in the fourth, pull ahead and secure the win.
Nasty.
Hello, one viewer. Goodbye, one viewer.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time.
I've got to figure out how to get this to stay on the 3.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mannion. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing is Mannion. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 6 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense.
I do like the fact that they're going to update the announcers.
What they feel like doing today.
And
the call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Throughout the year, so it's not going to be like Madden 16 where it's the same stuff over and over. But these guys are a little dull or something.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr.
It's hard to see which guy
and
you
he'll take
control
this
coming
up
down
past
the
the
field,
20
too.
and down at the
With a bright
22-yard
yellow
line.
circle around him before, and you could see him coming down. Now you click on it, and it's like,
The
where
Colts
is he?
defense, they work their way back onto the field. They have to recover a little bit. Last time, they couldn't stop the run. They really couldn't stop the pass either.
And it wasn't just physically.
It's
mentally, because the offense appears to be a step ahead of them. No matter what they call, it's working. So they've got to get something figured out. And usually, you need a big play to get things turned around.
They gave up the touchdown on that balance attack last drive. Now this drive.
Mike, check, 59.
Newton on first down. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Rashard Robinson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they'll indeed take a knee. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time.
Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's always in the who's
left outside 9 backer. I'm assuming that that's probably good enough to make this team at this point. I mean, I'm only at 67 overall. Oh yeah. Still at 67, but that improves that position. Two more things. I need to get to a 68 overall, and I need to complete the Broncos some more. Getting 20 yards rushing on this drive. That doesn't sound too hard. Oh, rushing. I'm glad I thought about that. I almost just thought it's doing 20 yards, but it's 20 yards rushing. Luckily, I got a halfway decent running back for this stage of the game, not for later on.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. They begin the drive with Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Oh, shoot. I didn't think the play I wanted to pick. It'll work, though.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Plays,
yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll be back with more of Madden Ultimate. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here. 3rd and 3. The gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate Team. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go to Johnson again. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
He'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds.
No, it wasn't.
Ruled incomplete here.
No, it wasn't.
Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation.
So
and
if
in this
I have
case,
to get
the
so many
offensive
yards
guys had the
running,
right play dialed up
why
because
don't you
defensively,
put up running
you work on fourth
plays
down
for
situations
me?
as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Time running out here on the play clock. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this down to about... And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting in no way.
Popping nugget when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a Batman, but out when you got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party.
69 wide receiver.
Party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once we went up. And my love and tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping.
Yeah, he's definitely... That should be a... yeah. 20 yards or more passing.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say it.
69 left guard.
Don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins stop
I need to go through my cards as well. I may have enough to start adding some percent.
like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Tales of an endless ride. Cursed is the fool who's willing.
I want to look real quick. I want to see what players are selling
Kids
for.
away from killing. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath.
Is there anybody even in here at 95 and 99? I didn't think so, not yet.
Then run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your
Yeah, I've got a little bit of, I may have to come back in here in a little bit and look and see what I need most. But I can upgrade with my little bit of money. I want to get through these opening games. Punch the ball into the end zone on the ground. Well, I think this might be the longest I've been able to stream tonight, so maybe it was a good thing that I went to YouTube.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. Now Johnson. The 20. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
That was easy enough.
From the clip. Give me space, we might ride. Most say that baby, they don't love the clip. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Trying to get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the trip. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah.
70 left tackle. Another balanced offense, too.
Please tell me why you always say. 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 Please tell me why you always say.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mama's man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already.
The last defensive stand. Keep them from scoring and win the game.
DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Mauritius. Running up the numbers like Aisha.
That would be fine if you'd been giving me any defensive players. You ain't gave me no defensive players in forever.
But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles. Yeah, I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing put on every candle. I'm like,
Please tell me why you always say. 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 Please tell me why you always say.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the burst for me both times. In Pot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. While you hating on the progress, I'm a humble, I don't even.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go.
Let's go. Big series right here, so we gotta step it up. Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing, Lynch. And Fowler's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Here's Lynch to throw. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Lynch. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. Got a man. He finds Sanders. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Lynch on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now the offense gets set for play number 15 on this drive. It has been a long, long stanza for this unit.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long, finding time. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Out of the gun, Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A.J. Klein coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
Yeah, learn the trophy.
Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gonna chase you, baby. I'm gonna take you down. Come on, shake it, baby. Turn that.
Before I put that in there, I want to go look at it, see how many it takes.
The light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
Oh wow, got a lot of things there.
Troubles in the air. Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby. Who's all with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that veg for a little bit, see how many I get before I do anything with it.
You never had your head this way. Are you still living in the place? They told me you've been doing okay, okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Dreams
Let's go buy me a quarterback.
seems I finally know what they mean. I promise that one day you'll see in another world
Perfectly balanced offense. Definitely an improvement.
bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon things spitting in my cup all night long. Will your tongue at my throne of power? Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my head. Oh, no. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lose my mind. Oh, no. I bet you thought that I'd give up tonight. Oh, no. Bleeding knees, but honey, I can still cry. Oh, yeah. I'm going crazy to get out of this. Oh, yeah. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Now can I get away from the pain when I, baby? I'll never get away, get away. Why? How can I get away from the pain when I, baby? I'll never get away, get away. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts come into this one knowing they've got a big challenge ahead of them. This is always a tough place to play as a visiting team, so getting out to a fast start could be imperative to making this crowd as much of a non-factor as they can be. And with that, we're off to Big D in AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Green, 90.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 2nd down, Bradford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now Bradford. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 14 yards there on the pickup. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Bradford. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Bradford now looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job to... defensively, of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they take a knee. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So a defensive timeout, chance to regap. From the gun, Bradford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Colts a first down. And what a grab. That's one, Charles, that kind of leaves you and I speechless up here in the booth.
We used to think we'd see these types of catches once a season. Now I feel like we're seeing them once a game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. On play action, Bradford. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And this is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Bradford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Bradford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up. By Barry Church.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guy.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action now. Bradford got his man over the middle. This is quick. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team. So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Hey. Here we go.
On second down, Bradford again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Leonard Hankerson, his intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Off the play fake. Bradford now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
A second down throw for Bradford. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw is Bradford. Underneath for Johnson. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 3rd down now following the run. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4th down, Bradford. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he's got the hook up here to Leonard Hankerson. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Colts are going to have a first. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hey, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 58, rail. Slow.
They pitch it out to Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and
got a cauliflower and I'm so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. I'm Larry Ridley as we get set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts come into this one knowing they're going to need to put forth an inspired effort right from the start, because if they fall behind early on the road, it could make for a long afternoon. With that, we'll send you out west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
There we go. Green, 90.
Play action now. Bradford. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down.
Now I've been to New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and dready. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville, then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. Reminds me of California. cause it's no place like California. California, ayy.
California, no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wanna belong. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
Now I've been to New York,
come on,
Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A. DMV all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
On private planes, I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. Show in Tokyo, I wanna karaoke, bump it a little bit louder, a little bit louder. Hey, I wanna sing along with Elton John in a white limousine, rolling right here, right now, right here, right now.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Seeing Rob Gronkowski run that flag route brings back memories of high school for me. because I remember my coach being so detailed with the receivers about how to sell the inside part of the route like you're going to the post and then breaking it off for that flag towards that pylon. And how about Gronk? Once he does that, who's going to be able to go through that big body and stop it?
Not me. A toss, left side, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, no humor in this one in terms of laughing at the defense. But if you're the offensive play caller right now, you've got to have a big grin on your face. You look at your play sheet. Every play you look at is glowing at you. It's almost a neon saying, call me, because you're getting big chunks of yardage no matter what you're dialing up. The balance is really, really good. Pass it for big yards. Run.
So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team
I'm
solo
going to
challenge.
mute the
See you
sound
next
for a
time.
minute because I want to call my wife. She should be getting ready to go to bed.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm more peaceful. It's a point of pride. I'm a super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. Set off in search of satisfaction, rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speaker.
dance. There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy in my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I'll be waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in no way.
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifting.
she kiss the sky. Excuse her while 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 she kiss the sky.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mother. Yeah, this some mother. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pop. What I do? I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still brazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me.
Alright, I'm back. Oh.
I'm with the posse back at it. That mean come on, go on platinum. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always
Watch
leave.
what I wanted to do. I wanted to go look. I got a couple different defenses now.
3 chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage in laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip something and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat one. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of.
Too many buttons, not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder, shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles, not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels, don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene enough. Queen playing Pastor Troy. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. Hung the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the salmon, the Cayman Islands dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this. Played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave it. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a chef. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got my boss in the penitentiary. I got a that hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody about the game, we on the town. Hey, I never come down, I never come down. Blow on down, pass it around. Hey, walk with me now, we running wild. Hey, you know about the game, we on the town. Hey, I never come down, I never come down. Lose it, I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. They toss it out right to Johnson. Oh, nice move. And he'll slip his way. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge, you can always restart and try again. We'll see you next time. Johnson. And tough going there as he'll only get it. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Here's Johnson. And he's brought down. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Don't run around, run through.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young, and there's still to race. We've got the rest of.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
He won't go down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, with line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Here we go now.
Johnson on the counter, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Here we go.
On third down, Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. They slot Gronkowski outright.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give them 6 on the play there. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get him the next time.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Bradford on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Bradford to throw for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety, rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rabbit to being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically clear. I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keeps pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go with Johnson. They'll get neither the touch. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They run. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the... didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate Team. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get neither the touch. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge, you can always restart and try again. We'll see you next time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Chuck Pagano, he's told his offense, stay out there. We're going for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
Bradford now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And this one complete to Hankerson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Still fighting for more. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Bradford on first down. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Now a second down throw for Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running well, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now?
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Bradford going up top. And incomplete. He can't not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Now Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way.
It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate Team. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, Bradford going for the deep ball. And incomplete, the contact. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for. But the great thing about how this works is Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge, you can always restart and try again. We'll see you next time.
Ridley here in our Orlando studios, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts come into this challenge game knowing that they're in for a dogfight. And you can bet the coaching staff will be preaching all the buzzwords: intensity, effort, execution. They'll need them all and more if they want to get out of here with a W. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Bradford now from the 50. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On second down, Bradford again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm, and in the...
Just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there. When the night ends, there's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts come into this one knowing they've got a fight on their hands. This could be one of those war of attrition types of games. So winning the field position battle and the turnover battle are going to be two big keys to seeing who gets out of here with the victory. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bradford. And that's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Bradford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
That's looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. It's picked up by the rookie Jordan Lucas. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
3rd and 11. 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And another timeout taken by the Colts. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And there's a flag on the field. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
380. 380.
They run with Ajayi. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. This is Ajayi. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 34. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 24 all. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz so they go past you and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot. Right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
380.
First throw in overtime for Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Matt Darr now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. On the return is Peterson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And
he needs a field goal to win it.
Onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. On third down, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Blue 10.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
380.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got time. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the
Sorry
field.
about that.
And a tight
It's my
game
wife.
after
She's a
punting
truck
last
driver.
time.
She's parked,
See if
getting
they
ready
can
to
get
go to bed.
something going on this drive.
Had to say
As they
goodnight
head
to
to the
her.
field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out
No,
route,
not yet.
it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go. Green 39.
Bradford on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back.
You know what? I'm close enough.
So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. This to win it in overtime.
Did I miss that?
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So it took us overtime, finally got a winner. What a treat, what a game.
I'm going to bed in a minute. Calm down. Ain't gonna be that much longer. $56 left. I might cut him in there while I enter the secondary. Nope. Well. Look in the auction, see if I can find me a better sim.
Don't even worry about tomorrow. It might be some money. It might be all okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting doors. I'll bet with your okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park spallin'. Hey, carefree. I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong.
Bid on him, but I can't buy him outright.
So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong.
I think I'll wait till morning, I'll find a cheaper one. I don't know. Maybe I'll place the bid. Probably won't be up in there. I'm going back down.
Weatherman says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top, cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get down in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank it.
Already lost that auction. You know, if against the Cowboys, missing Fury 2 minutes ago. Selling 19.
It's about to get done.
Let's try this one more time. I tried it a few times already and wasn't able to beat it, but that was when I had a little worse team. Try this one more time, and then we'll call it a night.
Nose like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, this a rowdy crowd. Yeah, your scab is still throwing down. We're gonna tap, light that fire. We're gonna crank that country. As we get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts come into this challenge game knowing that for them, it all starts and ends on the defensive side of the ball. They say defense travels well. So if they can apply some pressure, maybe create a turnover or two, they could be in good position to still...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Back near the goal line, Bradford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
It's gotten to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
4th down, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football defense.
All right, when I said one more time, I meant to do a better chance. You know, play a little bit better than that.
Another pistol look here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
To throw, Bradford. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up here to Leonard Hankerson. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. On 1st and 10, Bradford. His throw incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 40.
One more time. No matter what, I throw an interception on the first play, it's done. Did I hit quit? I must have. I should just quit then. I guess that was an omen of what I should have done.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts enter this one knowing that this game could very well be won or lost down in the trenches. From an offensive perspective, they'll need to keep their quarterback upright to have a chance, and defensively, it's going to be about containing the running game. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second down following the incompletion. On second down, Bradford again. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it.
It was an incomplete
Call it
pass,
luck
not
or
a
skill,
fumble.
whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
He's got a man, complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Bradford, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Bradford on fourth down. And it is incomplete.
All right,
Chuck
that's
Pagano
nice.
decides to go. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Might as well,
Well,
since
that, my
I'm
friend,
not
I guess, is the
playing no more,
definition
might
of
as
a
well
head
not
scratcher.
quit
Fourth
this,
and
might as
long,
well
this stage of the game.
see if I
What were they
can't work a
doing?
miracle.
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. The linebacker, Lamar Houston, the one to bring him down. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
They run again with Morris. And he's brought down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they will take a knee here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Viewer, if you're this game's over, I've lost, and I am going to bed. I'll be back tomorrow.
And they'll indeed take
I'm
a
not
knee.
even
And they'll
restarting
lose
this
a
one
yard
simply
that time, and
because
that's
I'm
going to lead to a
done.
third down.
So, apologize. Check me out.
And with a
I'll be
third
back.
and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't fourth and inches. This is 4th and 14. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play. Win or